Hey Spooky family, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to answer a question that I am asked a lot in the horror communities that I'm in and from you guys. That question being, what is my beef with modern horror movies? Now this list that I've had to rewrite over the past 2 weeks and narrow it down to 6 things is obviously about the Hollywood side. I will be doing what I like and don't like about the independent scene in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's get to it. Number 1. The trailers do not captivate the audience, in my opinion. They show the best moments in the trailers. They have like 1 or 2 or 3 even trailers, and then they have an extended trailer. Why? Stop doing that. You're taking away the mystery. You're taking away the suspense. And they all have the same boomy music or the broken music box and all that stuff. I'm trying not to cough, so I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about. And it's just, you need to get the audience at the edge of their seat to be like, oh man, I want to see it. And it has been so long since I've ever felt that about a modern horror movie. I think the last time I felt something like that, let's see. Man, I don't even remember the last time. And, you know, normally now I don't even look at trailers. I wait till the film is out. I see what Rotten Tomatoes has to say. You know, what people in the horror communities have to say. And if it's halfway decent, I'll check it out. But I don't look at the trailers anymore, because they ruin the story almost 100% of the time. Like with the new It coming out. Granted, it's a remake and a lot of people already know the story. However, you know, there is a newer generation that wasn't around when the 90s It came out, so this is a new story. They have so many extended trailers now and so many spoilers. Like, why are you spoiling the film before you fucking see it? Number 2. Gone are the days where films had iconic music. For example, Dario Argento's Suspiria, John Carpenter's Halloween, Jaws, Psycho, to name a couple that have iconic music. When you hear the shower scene music from Psycho, without even seeing the clip, you know it's from Psycho when Marion Crane is getting chopped up. Jaws, that haunting boom noise, you generally feel, you know, like, holy shit, she's gonna be taken down by a shark. Halloween, obviously, I mean, come on, how many times has that been remade? Kind of stuck out. So, you know, you don't really have that now where you could hear a little bit of a song and be like, oh man, that's from that film and it's really awesome and all that stuff. You really don't get that now. And it saddens me because, man, music is such an important aspect in film. Music can make you feel more than you realize. So, man, we gotta bring some good music scores back in these horror films these days. Number 3, predictability. The only time that you should do the countdown, you know, 3, 2, 1 jump scare is if you've seen a film loads of times and it's absolutely wonderful and one of your favorite films. Unfortunately, in modern day horror, it's so easy to see the jump scares because, you know what I mean, music stops, the camera zooms in, there's a little suspense in there, and then bah! You're not genuinely scared. You can literally count down to when it's going to happen. Stop doing that. Number 4 is something that I get shit from horror communities. Like, I literally get death threats and trolling and all this shit for this. But remakes and sequels I'm going to put together under number 4. So, remakes. I despise remakes, and here's why. Mainly because the remakes are beating a dead horse. I love Child's Play, but there does not need to be several of them. I love Halloween, but even John Carpenter himself is so sick and tired of seeing it being remade. Okay? Michael would have a walker by now. You know, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, those icons of horror have had their heyday. It is not scary anymore. You cannot put any more twisted turns onto the story. Stop it. And the same thing goes with sequels. You know, Halloween had so many sequels that it was just like, okay. You know, and then Friday the 13th had so many sequels, and then they had a remake, and they canceled the remake of the remake. Like, just stop beating a dead horse. Now, remakes that I would love to see are maybe from, like, the old 1930s to 1950s era. That would be kind of cool. Or especially the 50s sci-fi flicks. That would be cool to see modernized. But as for the same several, we don't need this many Chuckies, we don't need this many Nightmare on Elm Streets, plus there's only one guy that could play Freddy, and horror lovers know who that is. And, these people just aren't scary anymore. And we did not need that many saws. No! Okay, so let me see. Number 5. I've said this before in tons of my videos, and on Facebook if you follow me. CGI has its place. However, when you do it in abundance to where you make the film seem obviously fake, you lose your audience, in my opinion. The whole point of a movie is to be like a moving picture book in a way. You want to keep your audience from front to end. How can you do that, and how can you efficiently scare people if they could see the pixels or the lighting is so it's so clearly fake? I mean, bring back special effects, bring back animatronics, mix that with the CGI. I know you're cutting out those things because you want to save a buck. That's what corporations do. But, I mean, look at American Werewolf in London. That werewolf transformation made you feel like it was legit. The scratches, holy shit, looked real. It made you feel like what you were watching, you could actually get taken into the world of the story. That is what is missing. That is the problem. When things are so obviously CGI'd, it kind of takes away. And this is going to sound really weird, but the high definition of horror films kind of ruins the eeriness. And I forgot what film it was, but it was some sort of paranormal thing, and a paranormal group was going into a building, the usual thing. And, it was so high def that you could see the cameraman in the background. Totally ruined the film. Horror films need that grittiness, So I think that's what's missing. And 6 is the lack of quality in story writing. Right now, everybody's saying, okay, look at those Paranormal Activity movies. Why do we need so many of those? Shitty writing. You're in a brand new house. What's so scary about that? They're all borrowing from each other, or we're remaking, or we're sequeling, and there's no good, let me look at what's out there. There's plenty of writers out there. I've seen many talented writers at Scaricon. I've read their stuff, and I'm all like, man, if this was a movie, I would buy it. And they had a whole line of us. I'm talking hundreds of us taking turns reading some of their stuff, and we're like, yeah, man, this would be awesome. Why not reach out to writers? Stop doing the same shit. Stop borrowing a story from this or borrowing a story from that. As much as I love Frankenstein, it's been done. As much as I love Dracula, it's been done. There's people out there that really write cool fan fictions. That would be really cool movies. All that good stuff. It's cool to see somebody else's twist on it instead of just going by, the textbook. A vampire is this, and this. So, yeah. There's my list of 6 things. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. And like this video for the fact that I didn't talk too much with my hands. And I suppose I will end this video. If you want to become a member of the Spooky family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out my social media links. I will be working on doing some live gaming streaming and a live Q&A maybe. I need to set up a time to when I could actually do it. I don't want to plan it ahead of time and then have something come up. So if you would like to keep posted on that, like my Desdemona Productions page, follow the Twitters, follow the Instagram, and all that good stuff. You guys have a fantastically spooky day. Bye.